Here on YouTube. I haven't done a video in a while. I'm B. I'm a clairvoyant, psychic medium and spiritual healer, currently based in New Zealand, and I have a little bit of a video of some insights and a lot of things that I've been experiencing and helpful things from the spiritual realms. So this video is on crystals. Crystals, yes. The liver cleanse that I have undergone, guided by the spiritual realms, and navigating deception as we move into success. So a lot of the times when we are trying to move out of poverty, lack mentality, or we want a better quality of life, it can feel all-consuming if you are trying to get more abundance or a happier life or better circumstances to live in, because we may feel we want better things, but we feel like we can't do it. We feel like we're experiencing a lot of negativity, things are never going to change. It can be a very vicious cycle that you get caught in, especially in the mind and energetically, and it is not an accurate representation of what the spiritual realms would like for you, and the spiritual realms want to help and support you into becoming your best self and having a really gorgeous life. However, and lifestyle as well, and abundance and money and all those things that make life a little more easier, but that doesn't come without some struggle and some initiation and some tests and making the correct choices in alignment with the energy that you want. Yeah, so because of where we are at in the energetically here in the earthly realm and what the spiritual realms would like for us, the spiritual realms do ask us to start stepping up the plate and having higher standards and expectations. And it doesn't come without a little bit of challenge and initiation. You can't move up into better energies without first coming face to face with negativity, deception, and things that feel like are stopping you. And we have to grow that spiritual backbone and confidence in our own selves in order to sort of rise up into those higher energies that we want to experience. And that doesn't, it's like going, taking up one step at a time on the elevator, and we're sitting down in the darkness and there's no light. It's poverty stricken. There's not a lot of love and creativity and abundance and happiness, and we need to take those steps gradually up into, and we're looking up and we're like, we maybe see someone else that's made it up on a higher platform and we want to be there, but we don't know how to get there. And you have to take that journey spiritually up those stairs, up that staircase, and sometimes it can feel like you're taking 5 steps back. And you want to reach the top of the staircase where all that amazing energy is, but we have to take that journey up the staircase. So, and a lot of the times, you know, we maybe have been born into family dynamics or family situations that feel like, no, you can't do this, or the energy or the frequency of the country, and our parental figures have a lot of power over us, especially in our teens and childhood. And they will shape the quality and perception of your life. And it can be really hard to break out of limited perception or people close to you that just do not want you to thrive. It could be friendships, frenemies, family, extended family. A lot of negativity can come from the people that are supposed to support us, but it can be really triggering when you're going to take more steps than them up that staircase, when they're maybe happier sitting down on the lower steps, but you want to rise up into the higher steps where it's easier. And you're just like being pulled back on that staircase, almost like people just grabbing the back of you. I've talked about this before. People just grabbing the back of your t-shirt and trying to pull yourself down those stairs. You can't thrive because I'm not thriving. It is very, very common in family dynamics. So, okay, let's move on to the crystals. I'll move on to the family dynamics and the liver cleanse in a minute. So, I had a really interesting time. Previously with crystals, I did not want to touch crystals. When I first had my awakening, I just did not want to go near crystals. I didn't want to go near the new age mentality of crystals. I found it really, really surface. And as I started clearing my past lives, it turned out that my aversion to crystals was coming from very ingrained beliefs, or just what it went all the way back to Atlantis with the crystals in Atlantis, and why I didn't want to work with crystals again, because I had a lot of memories with crystals and the energy of crystals and how it went wrong at the fall, and I just did not want to be associated with crystals. It was a very, very strong aversion to crystals that it took me years to, and I just didn't want to touch them. I had a small collection, but I didn't really feel connected to them, didn't want to work with them. So what happened was I dreamt of crystals, and then I went down to the local crystal shop. I'm going to link the shop. The shop is called the Capricorn Spirit here in Wellington. It's on Willis Street. And I told the lady about what I was experiencing financially, and how I was feeling with negativity and whatnot, building my psychic business. So in New Zealand, there is a lot of lack mentality, and there is a lot of energies or people or surroundings that may not want you to thrive, and they use their intentions and their free will choice to try and stop or block you from being better than them, or maybe having higher finances or having a higher quality of life. And when that energy is aimed at you over a long period of time from certain sources, it actually starts to back up in your aura, and you can start, and in my case, I started feeling really, really downtrodden, like I wasn't going to be able to build my psychic business. It wasn't accurate versus, and hearing voices or having my intuition being like, almost like intrusive thoughts. It was like, you're not going to be able to get this off the ground. And it turned out that was coming from a lot of people around me, especially to do with here in New Zealand, and the pricing that I chose for my business. And there was a lot of triggering that happened that brought up stuff in other people around me that was then aimed at me and started to make me feel like I couldn't aim higher for my business and what I was trying to build and create. So I was feeling very negative about it. It was a lot of that old world masculine energy. You can't do better than me. You can't do better than me. And I was blocking my intuition and my life path, and I started to feel like it was really hard for me to flow with love being the energies I was receiving and my guidance for my own business. So the lady introduced me to this crystal, Green Selenite. I think it has a different name, but it was just really interesting because this was the green, one of the color palettes for Love Bee. And so I bought this pendant, and I wear it every day now around my neck, and I sleep with it under my pillow because I don't want to get stuck in lack mentality, and other people's thoughts and feelings were affecting my positivity and my own intuitive guidance from the spiritual realms, and I was getting very, very confused. And people have free will. We cannot stop what other people are doing, but we can use sources of protection for success and abundance that the spiritual realms want you to have and to thrive. So my experience with this crystal was that it created a buffer in my energy field and reflected back that person's energy that was trying to stop me from enhancing the quality of my own life. It was very difficult, it was very trying, but I immediately felt better with this crystal, and feeling a lot more confident and guided with what I was doing and the finances that I wanted to envision for myself. So crystals are a relatively easy way. I think this pendant was around about $22. You don't need to, put all crystals throughout your room and get massive ones. A small amount of a crystal and the energy that vibrates in the energy field and the aura is incredibly helpful. They do need to cleanse with the full moon. And I just Green Selenite for business, prosperity, and success. If you feel like you're trying, it also came from a lot of frenemies, and people that were spending a lot of time looking online at what I was doing with Loveby, specifically Instagram, and then aiming their own negativity at me. And I found that it was very not helpful. I spent a lot of my time and energy focusing on those people instead of my own energies, and the energies kept hitting my aura. And I just got to the point where I could not be bothered entertaining those people in my life anymore, as it wasn't supportive. Okay, yeah. That brings me to navigating deception. I got rose quartz aura. So this is a different take on rose quartz. This helped me align with the feminine energy back to the heart and back to my own heart's guidance. I found this very, very calming and very feminine and flowy to help me in the spirit. I think we all know rose quartz is a go-to for heart-centered guidance and help with spiritual realms. I also got a little teeny piece, and this one is from Cosmic Corner. I'm going to link it. Cosmic Corner has a great selection of crystals, ethically sourced. This is black tourmaline for psychic protection from negativity and people's ill intentions. And there was just a little bit of black magic there I found. This one is from the Capricorn Spirit on Willow Street, and I'll link them both. I just found, particularly with my nighttime and my clairvoyance and navigating deception, that I was picking up on a lot of people being really, really nice to me. And my dreams, usually when there's high levels of deception, I will not figure out who the person is and what's going on, because my dreams, I can't quite pick up and discern who exactly is coming from it. It takes me a week or so to sort of sift through the intuitive information and the energy, especially if there's deception, because it's not forthright, it's not forthcoming, so the energy won't be clarified and heart-centered. So psychic protection when you're trying to build abundance, happiness, and joy is very important here in the earthly realm. And there was just a little bit of competition, but I wasn't really interested in competing with this person as well. And they were being very nice to my face, and I'll help you out then, but then it wasn't being returned or reciprocated. They just wanted to take what they wanted. So that's imbalance. That's not a nice and tricky, deceptive energies in your dreams and feelings. You can't quite pick up what this person is saying something, but you're feeling off about it and you can't quite figure out what that person is saying or doing. That's when crystals can be really handy in protecting your energy field from other people's ill intentions and wants for your business, for your success and your lifestyle that you're trying to cultivate. Yes, okay, so I talked about crystals, navigating deception, liver cleanse. So that was something else that happened here with medical mediumship for me, as I'm guided to get a liver cleanse. So yeah, moving on from crystals and navigating deception, business, success, abundance, let's talk about the liver cleanse. So if you have a lot of anxiety, if you have grown up, I apologize for the lighting again, if you have grown up in a highly dysfunctional or abusive home environment and you've been in that environment long term, where maybe your parents were very, very immature, there was a lot of fighting and a lot of lack or poverty, it can be really, really hard as an adult to get yourself out of the feelings of what you experienced long-term traumatically in your inner child, in your inner teen. And those feelings will be stuck in your body and your organs and then affect your quality of life as an adult. So in a lot of my medical medium sessions, we will most likely focus on the inner child and depending what comes through the spirit realms and where these stuck emotions are sitting. And this is where energy healing can help clear that as well. But what happened was I was guided to get a liver cleanse here in New Zealand. You can get this at the Chemist Warehouse for $22.99. And it has milk thistle and cinnamon and other stuff in it. I'm starting my herbal course soon. But what I found with this, with the milk thistle, is that it works on the root chakra, which is your survival consciousness. And if you have grown up in a family where there's been very little money, poverty, broken relationships, broken marriages, or parents just staying together financially out of survival where there's no love, that's going to affect your quality of life as an adult. And these emotions and feelings get stuck in the energy body, especially high anxiety that is actually coming from the inner child and a part of you that hasn't been healed or witnessed properly. And I've talked about milk thistle before with the solar plexus. Milk thistle is incredible for clearing negative entity attachments or disempowerment that have happened throughout your life. I would be careful with something like a milk thistle. I did 2 doses instead of 1 to speed up the process. I've done milk thistle before, but I did this and my liver was holding on to a lot of inner anxiety and tension from being projected on as a child, specifically to do with finances. And I still felt very, very anxious about finances and creating a healthy lifestyle for myself through fear and anxiety that someone was going to come and push me down, which happened a lot in my childhood. So in the root chakra cleanse, this will give you a root chakra cleanse on survival consciousness. You could be stuck in a certain state of energy and not be able to find abundance because you're feeling anxiety, high fear. A lot of those feelings will come through your childhood and your home environment that has shaped you into believing that is your only quality of life. So I highly recommend the liver cleanse. This will help with clearing negative entity attachments and disempowerment. This is the only herb I've found so far that will clear out energetic harvestation and energetic with your life force. When there has been connections made and there has been abuse, there is a cord going out to that person until you have healed and cleared that out of your energy field. And you cannot remove the feelings of disempowerment. This is incredibly powerful. Milk thistle. I will also link a milk thistle tincture that I found from Chemist Warehouse. But just be mindful, this is very, very cleansing on your energy field and your chakra system. The liver holds a lot of deep-seated emotions that can affect your quality of life. If we do not cleanse and clear the energy body of these emotions, we are not able to reach higher manifestations of a lifestyle or abundance because we will feel trapped in a state of energy and not be able to move out of it. This is where the feeling of the matrix comes from. If you are resonating with the idea of feeling trapped in a matrix, or you feel trapped and you can't make your way out of circumstances, that is because there is something going on within your energy body. There is no matrix. You need to cleanse your energy body and start taking back your life and your self-empowerment from maybe your teens and childhood where you weren't empowered. Very common. Okay. Yes, and so I'll just quickly go back to the business side of things, and that I am about to go on a psychic tour, and because of all that negativity that was hitting my energy field, I just want to do this as an example. I started feeling self-doubt, even though I was getting very clear guidance as to where I was guiding myself. I started having a lot of self-doubt about my psychic offerings and my tour, my mini tour I'm going on up the North Island. And do you know why that is? Because there was someone in the extended family and also a lot of frenemies or just people that have never met me that did not want me to go on this trip. And that energy was so intense and so focused on me that it started creating distortions and clouds that I believed to be my own thoughts when it was someone else's ill intentions. This is why psychic protection and psychic boundaries are very, very important for your success. Because you're going to come up against people who are very dysfunctional and are not happy in their own lives. Okay, I'm going to leave it now here with, just going to say very quickly that if someone's light is shining too brightly for you, then maybe stop stalking them online and go and focus that intention or that energy into your own life. And then you'll be able to use that life force and that energy to create change in your own life. You're not going to get anywhere by focusing jealousy or envy onto someone online. All you're doing is wasting your energy and wasting your life. If someone's energy is too bright for you or they shine too bright and you feel insecure or jealous, that's your sign that you either need to stop looking at their content and go and focus elsewhere or find something else to focus on, or put some sunglasses on. If it's too bright for you, then you need to look away and take your negativity elsewhere and channel it into something more substantial for your own life. In the words of Taylor Swift, which is one of my favorite songs, you need to calm down. What else does Taylor Swift have for us? That I love that calm down lyrics, Taylor Swift. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it with, it says here, you are somebody that I don't know, but you're taking shots at me like it's Patron. But then you say it in a tweet, and that's a cop-out. And it's sort of just like, and it's just so, and we all come across people who just do not want us to succeed. And it's just like, you need to stop, and you need to calm down, and you need to stop looking at somebody's light. Put your sunglasses on, turn away, and go elsewhere and use that energy more efficiently. What else has Taylor Swift got for us? Yes, and we see you over there on the internet comparing all the girls who are killing it, but we figured you out. You need to calm down. So yeah, I'm just going to say that for everyone who has experienced that or having other negativity being aimed at you and never met you, obviously that energy is affecting you isn't yours, and that's someone else's. And the biggest, I just don't understand it, because you could stop looking at someone's content and go and put your focus elsewhere, but instead you're generating this negativity in your own life and jealousy and envy and lack instead of focusing on your own life and your own intentions. So you need to turn away from the light if it's too bright. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I will put the link towards the liver cleanse and the crystal shops. And I'm very much looking forward to opening my services in May. I'm just also going to say I'm really, really excited because here at Love Be, I'm going to introduce someone else. A very special astrologer, and we're going to start, we've got some things in the pipeline that are coming up probably in April, May, June-ish for the ladies here in the earthly realm who resonate with me, and we're going to, get a group of ladies going. So, and I'm also going to come up with an update for my COVID here in Wellington, which is really exciting. I am planning to come down the South Island at some point, and I'm unsure about Melbourne, but definitely next year I will be looking at opening up a type of office and a coven in Melbourne for a little while. I do love Melbourne. I did live there for a little bit, and I deeply miss lots of the Melbourne lifestyle. Okay, any questions, comments, leave them below. Send me an email. I don't usually respond to DMs, but very much looking forward to connecting to more people, and stay tuned.